Mr Hessian, in relation to people over the age of 66, and I'm talking about a cohort of people who do not have PRSI contributions, are ineligible for a state contributory pension. They won't receive a non-contributory pension because it is a means-tested payment. Some of them are continuing to work servicing loans on their business. It's the policy of the department and the advice from officials to ministers over the years to increase the age threshold for receipt of the state contributory pension. And yet, a cohort of people who are over the age of 66, who are continuing to work, who are not in receipt of a state pension, are being denied any support throughout this pandemic because they're ineligible for the pandemic unemployment payment. They're not in receipt of another social welfare payment. They're not eligible for another social welfare payment. And I think for that particular cohort of people, there needs to be some flexibility introduced with the pandemic unemployment payment.
People who are 66 plus and the PUP, I suppose the first point is that PUP is a statutory scheme with the Oireachtas has put those limits in terms of the age limit. So we don't have discretion as a department to offer flexibility on that. But on the substance of the point, if a person is not doesn't qualify for a contributory pension because of their contribution record, and then they do not qualify for the non-con pension because of a means test, that is really the sort of core features of our system. You are either getting a contribution-based payment or a means-tested payment, and if they don't pass the means test, it's because of their income. Now, I completely accept the point that the Chair is making, that of course people will have outgoings, they will have demands, but in terms of how social welfare payments are assessed, it's very important that they're either contribution or means test based. As a fallback, we do of course have the supplementary welfare allowance, which I know people perhaps have spoken of negatively as something that they don't feel they should have to resort to, but just to sort of say it as a safety net there for people, to make sure that if people are under financial pressure and they do have difficulty, that they can apply for that. But that is too subject to a means test.